we try and speak honestly about it. And Adeo is very good at speaking honestly about it. You're going to hear him for the rest of the night. The reason why I love this picture, as I contrast it to the picture before, is because this guy looks just angry, but this is like a mix of anger and love. Like, it's tough love, but it's love. And so I know all of you guys aren't going to join the Institute. Adeo travels all around the world, so this might be, you might not see him all the time. And I was like thinking, like, how could I kind of express, how could I capture Adeo? And you're going to hear him tonight, but luckily, friends of Adeo recently created a great website. Unfortunately, I can't share the domain name with you. I mean, the URL with you because it's private, but let's see if this works here.
Anger motivates me to do inhuman amounts of stupid shit.
That anger motivates me.
I was like, really? Did you just say that out loud? My objective is to make you miserable.
Okay, with that, Adeo rescue.
You can take any quote out of context. My objective is not to make you miserable, though sometimes it is. Hey everybody, how are you doing? Good. All right, so most of you think you have an idea, but you probably can't actually say what it is. So the goal tonight, though it feels like this afternoon with the light, is to help you get to pitch your business in a way that anyone can understand, including yourself. But before we do that, and I bet you probably think you understand your own business, but I can assure you, you probably can't explain it to anyone else. And so if you can't explain it to anyone else, it probably means you don't have that great an understanding, or as great an understanding as you think. But by the end of tonight, I guarantee you, you will come a long way. So you're like, how is that humanly possible? Well, I know it works. So, but I'll ask you at the end for feedback. So please, I'll be honest with you. You be honest with me. So let's get started. I'm going to do like a Founder Institute pitch, and I'm going to give you a pretty nice incentive to sign up. So I'm here through tomorrow. So I will take one of you who applies tonight to lunch tomorrow. For mussels, just because I have the mussel stain on my shirt. When in Brussels, they're awesome. So you don't have to eat mussels. I will. So if you apply tonight, one of you will come to lunch with me tomorrow. And it's free to apply. It's not always free. So there's an early admissions deadline, and then I think what is it, €40 after that. So, because it costs us money to process the application. So we're pretty big, the Founder Institute. The ones in black are where we have cities today. The ones in red are where we're probably opening cities in 2011. That makes us the largest incubator in the world by about 8 to 10 times in that range. It's hard. We're at the scale now where we're graduating like 1 or 2 companies a day on average. I just got back last night from Paris, where we did a joint graduation between Brussels and Paris. It was awesome. I got home at 7, and so you're seeing me in right form, which means that I'm going to have less filter than normal, which is hard to believe. So we have over 500 mentors. We have some great mentors here tonight, and they're going to give you some feedback on your pitches later on. They're over with this last graduation. In the next 2 weeks, we'll graduate about 125 companies. So we'll be over 400 graduates worldwide. We have 75 partners and going on to 25 cities. So it's a pretty big network. And our goal is simple, right? We want you to build a meaningful and enduring technology company. And we get together and have meetings and discuss well, what is success? Is success financing? No. Is success going public? No. I'll tell you what success is in my mind. That I come here and I visit and I see grads like Peter in the back, and they tell me, you know, I'm running this business, it's growing, it's doing really well, and I'm happy. That's what I consider success, and that's what I want for every graduate in the program. It's not money, it's not exits, it's literally running a company of their dreams. And our strategy is pretty straightforward. So we give you like a really weird test that asks you things that, like, you know, it's like, I feel blue, I feel awful, and you know, you're like, you don't feel blue and you don't feel awful. It's a personality test, but what it does is allows us to predict with a high degree of certainty, about 73% of the time, we get the score that comes back from the test is actually representative of your performance in the world. So it allows us to scale the institute very large. So we without having, you know, teams of people reviewing ideas, we bet on you as a founder, so we need to know that you're awesome. Then you go through a 4-month curriculum, which I'll talk about. We have protected legal structure, discounts, etc. You can keep your day job, so that is the source of funding for most people in the program. Initially, is their, you know, job, and then usually within, you know, we'll start with 75% of enrolled founders have a job, and within a month or two after the semester over, it flips. So only 25% have a job. The other 75% are focused full time on their business. And it's a weekly session like this, except better, just for me. I'm an 8.56 rated mentor worldwide. There are many 9.0 rated mentors. So this is what an 8.56 is like. 91% of the grads are actually successful, and about, obviously, 9% are in trouble, either dead or pivoting or something like that. And you know, that's, we're an idea stage incubator, so you come in the program with an idea and you come out with a company. So, you know, 100% would be nearly impossible, but still, these odds compared to the real world, where 90% of companies die within the first 24 months, 18 months in most cases, our odds are quite good. So it does, it's 40 euros to apply, but it's free right now. There's a course fee, which is 900 euros. What we use that money for is we fly in US mentors, many of whom you'll want to meet, whether Phil Libin, the creator of Evernote, Aaron Patzer, the founder of Mint, and the list goes on. Most of the great CEOs and founders in the world are mentors in the Founder Institute. And we try and fly a mix of European and American people in to Brussels so that you get a perspective on what it's like to build a great company from people who are doing it in different cities in different parts of the world. There are 5 benefits. I'll go over these very quickly. Number 1, you have, hold on here, you have the structured curriculum. So it's 4 months long, and we go over a company building process, a company building topic every week. So how to hire co-founders, how to research your core idea, how to build a revenue model. These things are, what we've found is that you can make stupid little mistakes in the beginning of your company that will kill you in 18 months' time. That's in fact why 90% of the businesses die. It's not due to lack of passion, right? Founders make stupid little mistakes in the beginning. They hire a bad co-founder, they set the business up wrong, and it kills them. So by going through a structured process, we help you avoid those deadly mistakes. Number 2, we have just kick-ass mentors. Again, some of whom are in the room, and you'll have a chance to meet tonight. And there's usually, I think it's a 3-to-1 here in Brussels, approximately. So it's either 2 to 3 to 1 mentor to enrolled founder. So it's a good ratio, and you'll have the opportunity to meet with them, and you can talk to the grads about that. That 3.5% you saw on the other slide, you guys contribute equity into a pool, right? 3.5% of your company. And then that pool is shared among all the other grads. So what that means is that if one of your peers does really well and sells their company, you will get a check, right? And the idea is that creates a great deal of camaraderie and it de-risks being a founder, because if your startup fails but your peer's startup succeeds, you still do well. You'll meet many of the local investors, all 3 or 4 of them. It's awesome. Sadly, we did the graduation in Paris because we had 85 investors come to the Paris graduation, and we figured, let's bring the Brussels founders to a place where there's a lot of investors, because we're not going to get a lot of investors in Brussels because there aren't many here. So we'll figure a way to get you in front of investors as best we can, and then it's up to you to deliver results. The last benefit is there's tons of free shit. Our vision is it might cost $25,000 or euro to set something up, and we try to bring that down by a factor of 10. So if free hosting, free software, free legal, everything that we can get you for free, we do. And that's basically it. And then we'll start working on your pitches. But do you have any questions about the Founder Institute first? Don't be shy. You're all fucking quiet too. Come on.
Is that a business for you?
It's a hobby. No. It is a business. What do you mean by that?
Well, you should answer. What is a business?
Oh, the Founder Institute?
Yeah.
Oh, what is the business of it? I thought you said, is it a business?
No, it is the business.
It is a business.
It's the question you should answer. You are the master of the founders. You should know.
How do we make money is the question?
Well, we are the founder. The question is that the business?
Maybe
The question is, what is the business model? I'll transfer.
Well, that's different than what he's saying. Yes, it is a business. The business model is prayer, because we have, I teach, we're going to graduate 1,000 companies a year. The Institute is it's slightly in the red, but basically cost break even. Like, we charge you exactly what it costs, but we fuck up our estimation sometimes, so we usually go a little under. So theoretically, if we were a little better at estimating, it would be just right on the level of black, which is where it is right now. And then the value is in the bonus pool. And the Institute keeps 15% of the 100% bonus pool, which is rather low. The founders get 30%, the mentors get 30%, the people who run the chapter get 25%, and the Institute keeps 15%. So as we create 1,000 companies in each year starting in 2012, I hope that pool will matriculate.